All right, so we have a story out of Ohio. Ohio House Speaker arrested in connection with $60 million bribery scheme. Okay, so this is a big topic for a number of reasons. One, we always hear people talking about corruption, and yet whenever there's arrests made, they always seem to happen on one side of the aisle. Now, I'm not trying to say the Democrats have it all figured out, but don't you start to see a pattern where it's the same side of the aisle that gets arrested again and again and again? I wish we had some kind of scoreboard where we could keep track of which party is getting arrested more and more. There's clearly a party that's rather corrupt here, or at least open to corruption. So what happened here? $60 million bribery scheme. Okay, so what happened was basically there was interest put money into getting this guy elected to Speaker of the House. Okay, FBI agents arrested Ohio House Speaker Larry Householder on Tuesday morning at his rural farm. Householder was taken into custody in connection with a $60 million bribery scheme allegedly involving state officials and associates. So there was a law passed which was very controversial. Basically, what it did was it bailed out 2 nuclear power plant facilities and it cut money for renewable energy. So you can see there's all sorts of levels of bad going on here right now. I know it's controversial what you think about nuclear power, but I guess I'd rather be getting it from the sun. So this is problematic from an environmental standpoint. So we've got this story is upsetting environmentally. This story is upsetting politically because of the corruption. So what exactly is going on here? The federal complaint describes a years-long bribery campaign to build support for Householder's bid to become House Speaker and then pass the nuclear bailout law with his help. So in other words, hey, we're going to get you elected. We're going to put our money and our power behind getting you to be Speaker of the House. But once you're there, you're going to pass this bill. Do you understand? That's the trade-off. That's the quid pro quo, right? That's all in our lexicon now, quid pro quo. We can see it right here. Yes. We're going to get you elected. You're going to pass this bill. So clearly corrupt, right? There's no one trying to argue that, well, this isn't really breaking the law. This isn't really, but this is like clear cut. This is clear-cut corruption, okay? Right? The criminal complaint also charges Generation Now, which it describes as a 501c entity securely controlled by householders. This is where the money went in ways that weren't obvious at the time in order to hide this $60 million, which was going in to getting this man elected so that then he could pass this particular bill. So this shines light on our whole political system. This is how it works, right? And if you think that there aren't the powers that be, the billionaires, the corporations behind the scenes funding what they want to get their stuff through, then you're not paying attention. Okay, so thanks for checking out the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can get all the content as it becomes available. I will be streaming Saturday, 6 p.m., a little bit more lighthearted, right? Don't want to bum everybody out on a Saturday night, so I try to keep the stories a little bit more lighthearted so that we can maybe laugh a little bit of silliness. Sure, some of the stories might be a little bothersome, but we try to make it a little bit more fun. So come check out that stream, and we will see you in the future.